Hey everyone, welcome to this step-by-step guide on how to build your own crypto trading bot. The best part? We'll do it in just 20 minutes, and we're using ChatGPT to help us write the code. Don't worry if you're not a coding expert. Just follow along, and I'll guide you through it. Here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll start by crafting a clear and simple prompt to outline the trading strategy we want our bot to follow. I'll show you how to ask ChatGPT the right questions to get exactly what you need. Next, we'll set up our API keys and test the connection with Binance. This step is crucial because the bot needs secure access to your account. Finally, we'll run the bot and test it using real-time data to see how it performs in action. By the end of this video, you'll have a fully functional bot that you can experiment with and build on. So let's dive in and make it happen. All right, before we get started, let me quickly introduce you to the tool we'll be using throughout this video. It's called AlgoTrade Architect, and it's basically like having your own personal assistant for coding crypto trading bots. It's a custom version of ChatGPT, but instead of just answering general questions, it's specifically designed for algorithmic trading. What's really cool about AlgoTrade Architect is how it simplifies the whole process. It generates clean, ready-to-use Python code for things like fetching crypto prices, placing trades, and even handling some of the technical details like error management. It's super handy because it works with tools like the CCXT library, which supports pretty much all major crypto exchanges, whether you're using Binance, KuCoin, or something else. To access this, start by navigating to the Explore GPTs option on the left-hand side of the interface. Click on it to open the GPT exploration page, where you can discover and interact with various specialized GPT. Use the search bar at the top to type in AlgoTrade Architect and select it from the results. Once selected, you can start building your bot. The best part? You don't have to be a programming expert to use it. If you're someone who finds coding a bit intimidating or just doesn't want to spend hours digging through documentation, this is a game changer. And it's not just for advanced users. It's accessible to anyone, whether you're new to trading bots or you've already got some experience. It just makes everything faster and way less stressful. I'll walk you through how we're going to use it step by step, so you'll see just how easy it is to get your bot up and running. Dive into the first step, crafting the prompt. This is where we define exactly what we want our trading bot to do. With ChatGPT, it's really important to be clear and specific in your instructions, so it knows exactly what we're asking for. Here's the strategy we're going to use for our bot. The bot begins by connecting to the exchange's API to fetch the available balance in the account, ensuring it accounts only for funds that are not already tied up in active orders or holdings. Next, it analyzes market data to identify crypto assets that have gained more than 20% in value over the past 24 hours. Using this information, the bot allocates the total available balance equally among the identified gainers, carefully factoring in transaction fees to determine the appropriate allocation for each asset. Once the allocations are calculated, the bot places buy orders for the selected assets, aiming to execute these orders at or near the current market price to minimize discrepancies or delays. After the buy orders are successfully executed, the bot enters a monitoring phase where it continuously tracks the portfolio's real-time performance. It calculates the overall profit by comparing the current portfolio value to the starting balance. Once the profit reaches or exceeds $10, the bot places sell orders to close all positions in the portfolio, locking in the gains. Following the successful execution of these sell orders, the bot pauses its operations for a 24-hour period. After this rest period, it restarts the entire process from the beginning, repeating the cycle. Now that we know what we want the bot to do, let's turn it into a prompt for ChatGPT. Let's start crafting the prompt. Here's what I'll type into ChatGPT step by step. Write a Python script for a configurable crypto trading bot using the Binance CCXT library. The bot should meet the following requirements. Create a Python-based crypto trading bot using the CCXT library. The bot should connect to a crypto exchange, such as Binance, and fetch the account balances while filtering only non-zero assets with a USDT equivalent greater than 1. It should identify the top gainers based on percentage price changes in trading pairs over a specified time period. The bot must use only the available USDT balance for buying top gainer assets, excluding pre-existing holdings that were not part of the current trading cycle. The USDT balance should be evenly allocated across the identified top gainers, and market buy orders should be placed for these assets. The bot should track only the assets explicitly purchased during the current trading session and calculate profit or loss by monitoring their current USDT values. Include print statements for key actions such as balances, top gainers, orders, and profit calculations to ensure transparency during execution. The bot should avoid hard-coding API keys, thresholds, and other parameters, instead allowing them to be configurable through a JSON configuration file or function arguments. It should include an example usage section demonstrating how to configure and run the bot. Ensure the bot has proper logging for debugging and error handling to manage API or connectivity issues gracefully. The code should be modular, clear, and capable of running in cycles to monitor and trade assets continuously. Once I hit enter, ChatGPT will process this prompt and generate the full Python script for us. Notice how I've included every detail of our strategy step by step. This helps ChatGPT understand the requirements and ensures the generated code will align with what we need. And that's all for crafting the prompt. It's straightforward when you break it down and think through the logic of what you want your bot to do. Now let's move on to running the code and testing how our bot performs. As you can see, this is the code provided by ChatGPT. There are two files, one where the entire code is there, the other file called config.json, which I created. Here, I need to provide my account details of Binance. How do we do that? Well, to allow our bot to interact with Binance, we'll need something called API keys. These are like special credentials that give our bot access to certain features of our account, such as checking balances, fetching prices, or placing trades. Don't worry, it's perfectly safe as long as we follow the proper steps and take a few precautions, which I'll explain along the way. Let's quickly talk about what API keys actually are. Think of them as a set of credentials. There's the public key, which works like a username, and then there's the secret key, which acts like a password. Together, they allow our bot to communicate with Binance securely. The important part? You have to keep the secret key private because anyone who gets access to it can potentially control your account. So, we'll make sure to secure it properly. All right, let's go through the process of generating these API keys step by step. First, log into your Binance account. Once you're logged in, you'll see the dashboard. It's the page where you can see your balances, holdings, and all the usual account details. Now, on the left-hand side of the screen, click on Account and then select API Management from the menu. This will take you to the page where you can manage your API keys. Once you're there, you'll see a Create API button. At this point, Binance will ask you to choose the type of API key you want to create. Go with the system-generated option. This is the simplest and most secure option for what we're doing. Once you've selected it, click Next, and Binance will ask you to name or label your API key. I recommend giving it something easy to identify, like my trading bot, so you know what it's for. Now here's an important part. There's a checkbox below that says something like, by checking this box, all existing API keys on your master account and sub-accounts will be subject to default security controls. Make sure that this checkbox is unchecked before moving forward. If it's ticked, the default security controls might block certain actions that our bot needs to perform, and that could cause issues. So double-check that it's unchecked, then click Next to continue. Now comes the security verification step. Binance will ask you to verify the action by entering codes sent to your email and from your two-factor authentication app. Complete that step and click Submit. Once that's done, Binance will generate your API keys and display them on the screen. Here's what you'll see. the API key, which is public, and the secret key, which is private. You need to copy both of these keys and save them somewhere secure, like a password manager. Remember, Binance will only show the secret key once. If you lose it, you'll have to delete the API and create a new one, so make sure to store it safely. Before we wrap up, we need to set some restrictions to make these keys even more secure. You'll see a section called API Restrictions. Here, enable only the permissions you need. For example, allow the bot to read data and place trades by enabling Enable Reading and Enable Spot and Margin Trading. Leave more sensitive options like Enable Withdrawals unchecked. You can also restrict the keys to specific IP addresses if you want extra security, although that's optional. Once you've done this, click Save. You might have to go through another round of verification for this step, and that's it. You've successfully generated your API keys and set them up securely. The next step is to integrate these keys into our bot's code so we can connect it to Binance and start running it. I will copy these keys and save it in our config.json file. Let me do that. Now that we have everything ready, it's time to run the bot. Let's go ahead and run the bot now. Once you execute the script, the bot will start fetching real-time data, analyzing the market, and acting based on the trading strategy we set up. The trading bot begins by fetching account balances from the connected Binance exchange and identifies non-zero assets, showing an initial balance of approximately 102.17 USDT. It then analyzes USDT trading pairs to identify the top gainers based on percentage price changes within a specified period. In this session, CCXT/USDT and usual/USDT were identified as the top gainers, with price changes of approximately 25.09% and 30.92%, respectively. Using the available USDT balance, the bot allocated funds equally across these two assets and placed market buy orders, purchasing 141 CCXT at an average price of 0.3595 USDT and 32.8 usual at a price of 1.5454 USDT. After the purchases, the bot updated the session-specific balances, showing approximately 144 CCXT and 32 usual. Finally, it calculated the session's profit or loss by comparing the USDT value of the purchased assets, based on current market prices, with the initial USDT spent, and then every minute it is logging the profits or losses. In our case, we are already making money. Now, when the total profit reaches $10, the bot will sell everything and sleep for one day. And there you have it. The bot is up and running. If you want to try this bot out or get your hands on the code, I've got good news for you. I share all my resources on my Telegram channel, including this bot and other valuable content related to crypto trading, algorithmic strategies, and AI tools like ChatGPT. If you're interested, head over to my Telegram channel. The link is in the description below, and join the community. I'm always sharing useful stuff there that you won't want to miss. Also, if you've enjoyed this content and want to learn more about algo trading with ChatGPT and AI, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. And for those of you who are just starting out and want a more detailed, step-by-step approach, I've got a full dedicated course on Udemy where I teach beginners everything they need to know about building and running bots like this one. The link to the course is also in the description below, so be sure to check that out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.